Hey guys, on today's show, we're going to be talking to you about probate wholesaling. I'm Noelle Randall, and get ready for today's show. Hi, this is Noelle Randall.
More great news for real estate investors.
How would you like to be a boss? I'm going to show you how. So let's talk about wholesaling now. Alright guys, so we're back. And today we're going to be talking about probate wholesaling. So what is probate wholesaling? What does it mean and why you should know? So, okay, probate wholesaling is when you go out and you find properties that a trustee or an executor has inherited a property and they are the executor over the estate and they have a property that they're probably going to want to get rid of. You can actually buy that property, get it under contract, and then you can sell that contract to a rehabber or a real estate investor that would like to, rehab the property or put a tenant in the property or fix it up and sell it. And this is a great opportunity if you are interested in real estate investing and in wholesaling in particular, because this is an area that not a lot of people are in, one. And two, I'm going to give you some great reasons as to why, if you're not in it, why you should be in it. So let's start with why. So let me tell you the benefits of probate wholesaling, okay? Because there's quite a few benefits. So number one, so I know you guys have heard about finding people that are behind on their mortgage payments or that they lost their job and all of these different types of things. And don't get me wrong, those are great opportunities for wholesalers. But I'm going to give you even better thing that you can do, okay? Inherited properties are usually in really nice areas, oftentimes. So you can target these executors, these trustees, these probate attorneys, and the properties are usually very nice. They're in some nicer neighborhoods. These are not necessarily people that were behind on their mortgage or didn't keep the property up. So here's a great benefit. You often get really nice properties in really nice neighborhoods, okay? And why that's great for you as the wholesaler is because those properties are worth more money, and two, there's a larger spread. So, okay, you get what I'm saying? You guys catching what I'm saying? Larger spread means bigger fees for you. So if you can get those properties under contract and you're negotiating directly with the executor or the trustee, they just want to get rid of the property usually. They don't usually have an emotional tie to the property. They usually didn't live in the property. So there's just so many benefits as to why you want to target this population, okay? So that's a benefit for them because, this kind of fell upon them. Someone passed away, they have this new responsibility. Usually they have a job. Usually they have a family and a life, and they don't necessarily have time to be dealing with another property. Most of them are not real estate investors. Most of them don't want to be real estate investors, okay? So this is where you come in. You can offer to take that property off their hand, no issues for them, cash offer, quick closing, and it doesn't matter that they're already in probate and that the probate process has started. They can sell the property while it's in probate in most cases, okay? And they usually just want to get rid of it. You know what I mean? It's not something that they usually are wanting to deal with. You're usually such a great help when you come along and you offer to buy that property from them and take that property off their hands. You get it under contract, you send a few emails, and then you sell that contract, okay? And usually you can command higher fees because, like I said, there's more spread. So instead of your typical, $3,000 to $5,000 to $10,000 that you're making on some normal wholesaling, these are where the big money, those $20,000 and $30,000 wholesale deals comes in, because you have nicer properties, you have motivated sellers, you're not competing with a bunch of people, and you can get the deal and make a lot of money, okay? So again, the big benefits for you, so many benefits for you as the wholesaler and so many benefits for the executor of the estate. They want to get rid of the property, you want to make a little money, you get nice homes, nice neighborhoods, no emotions. You know, it's not like moving them and pulling them out of the house. Most of the time, they never even lived in the house, okay? So again, awesome opportunity. This is where you should be when it comes to wholesaling. You definitely want to get into the probate wholesaling and start targeting those sellers, okay? And here's the big one, less competition. Okay, so if you're getting into wholesaling and you're competing with all these people that are behind, you know, that are going after people that are behind on their mortgage payments and in pre-foreclosure or foreclosure, and it's all over Zillow and all of these websites, guess who's not all over every website? People that have a house that they inherited that they want to sell. So it's a very specific way that we target them, and I'm going to tell you how. So let's get to the how. Okay. First, there's a couple of things that you can do. You can buy a list. You literally can buy a list of probate cases, the executors' names, the attorneys' names. Now, I recommend, especially when you first get started, doing some of that legwork yourself, because this is going to really educate you and this is going to put you ahead of everyone else. And it's easy. This is easy stuff. You just go to the county website, you find the probate cases, and you send them some letters. Okay, this is not hard stuff, people. You send them some letters. I have a letter that you'll send, and people that work really closely with me, they know how this works, and it's amazing, the results and the response that you will get if you do it correctly. You just need to send the letter, and you also need to call. And you do need to contact the attorney as well, because a lot of times the probate attorney is your biggest advocate, okay? And a lot of times if the trustee is not answering or the executor of the estate is not answering, that attorney will be your best friend, and they will get them to answer, or tell them that, hey, this person's going to call, and they can kind of be that advocate and that liaison for you, okay? Here's another thing that they do. They're a probate attorney. This is a relationship that you want, okay? They can start feeding you deals. I'm telling you, this is easy stuff, and this is very profitable. This is where you want to be, okay? This is where you want to be. So again, you go to the court website, you pull those down. You want to do this every week, okay? You want to do this every week. This is not something that's going to take you a lot of time, but consistency is the key, okay? You want to also contact those probate attorneys. Do not leave the attorney out of this. They're going to be your biggest advocate, and they're going to be able to feed you more business, because this business, especially wholesaling, as you already know, it's all about relationships. You need relationships. You need relationships with motivated sellers. You need relationships with wholesalers, and you need relationships with attorneys that deal with distressed sellers, like probate people, okay? This is one of the reasons you like bankruptcy attorneys and divorce attorneys, okay, in this business. I'll make a separate video about that. But for probate attorneys, they're an amazing source of business, and they're what you want to do, okay? They're someone you're going to want to make sure that you have in this loop of communication that you're going to do, okay? So again, send letters to all parties. You send letters to the attorney, to the executor of the estate. You use their name. You start with empathy. Sorry for your loss if you're talking to the trustee. But here's the great thing about it. By the time that you're calling, and this is going through the probate process, it's probably usually been months since the person passed away. So it's not like you're calling and you're opening up a new wound. That can happen. Don't get me wrong. It could. But usually enough time has passed before you are contacting that executor or that trustee or the, and the attorney and everyone, where then, it's not a fresh death, so you don't have to feel that animosity or that angst about calling someone who's lost a loved one. But you do want to be compassionate, and you do want to be empathetic when you're speaking about, speaking to them, and acknowledge that someone did pass away, okay? You'll get in a lot of trouble if you don't take this as relationships and deal with people as you would want to be dealt with, okay? But you don't have to have that fear that they're going to just start crying on the phone and you just call them the day after someone died. That's not the case. Don't worry about that. That's why probate wholesaling is amazing, okay? So again, then you want to call. So yes, you're sending the letters and you want to use live stamps, and I tell you, and there's another, I'll put some things below that you want to make sure that you do, but It's easy. You're just sending a letter, sending it to all parties, using a live stamp, okay? You can print these letters off at your house. You can do a mail campaign service and pay for it depending on what your budget is. But this is something that you can do that's low cost. You can do yourself if you have a printer, some envelopes, and some stamps, okay? That's step one. Then you just call them and follow up. Now, the call is important. A lot of people are, nervous about making a phone call. Don't be. Even if you leave a voicemail, do it. And if you have their cell phone number, send a text message. You want to put yourself above and beyond. And if you're contacting one person 3 different ways, you're at their top of mind, okay? There's a psychology to this, so listen to me on this one, okay? There's a psychology behind why you send the letter, you call, and you text, okay? So you want to do all 3 so that you're the person that they call, okay? You seem like the motivated person. You seem like Johnny on the spot. You want to be that person, okay? And then repeat. That's it. And you just do that every week. That's probate wholesaling. You'll get some deals under contract and start making some really good money. All right, so that was today's show. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment. Okay, we're growing the channel, and I need you to subscribe, like, and comment. Don't forget, and then don't forget to hit that notification bell so that every week when I'm dropping videos, you'll be the first one to know. All right, see you later.